That is a tone. Hello, this is Lord Mago Manifesto. I welcome you to this channel, in Lak'ech channel. Imagine, inspire, reflect. And today's energies are magnificent. Why do I say that? Because it's Crocodile. And it is number 5. Number 5, galactic tone, also known as overtone tone. And that's why I was doing that tone in the beginning. Yelp would have been like, yo, oh, oh, oh. That's a yelp. Okay, and 5 is said in Quiche language, hope, job. It's like saying job or something like that. It's hope. And the universal kind of word you can say is empowerment. You can match it to it. Empowerment. So it's an empowerment overtone. An overtone of empowerment. And crocodile in Quiche language and Yucatan language, it is called Imox. Imix. So Imox is Yucatan and Imix is Quiche. I promised myself that I was gonna be a little bit more organized today because in the prior video I made I sort of mixed up the numbers with the dialects and all that, and you can just see how I fixed it just by seeing the title. Okay, so other than that, I will proceed with my notes on today's energies of empowermental synchronizational field. The crocodile energy is a strong attribute to nature and emotional messenger to us. Visions and synchronizations are placed in deep, primitive instincts to detail and work integrity. The world becomes a heart-filled day with mental downloads of mystical empowerment. Creating a fantasy land and thinking with our eye will liberate suppression. Using the intent to return to a loved place where a partner resides is likely to be a meeting of purpose to the collective and family. Cosmic family. So those are my notes, and they reflect on today's energies for my version of forecasting this. So on to the next one. The power of this tone, 5, hope, is a frequency that streams out from our voice chakra and centers us. Organizing your day with people who make you happy is structured with value. Generate dynamic force to transform spirit. All right. I like this glyph, hieroglyph. Yes, sirree. One of the reasons is because in my mind cross interpretation / map, I have crocodile as my head. And it's one of my favorites. I had a great experience of Crocodile and 10 at the same time. Awesome day with my dynamic duo, friends and partner. It was just me, my partner, and my friend. And we went to this place called Ascension Bay. We called it Ascension Bay because there is a condo right behind it, and it's 113. So Unity. What's Unity? Action. But 13 obviously is Ascension. So we made it we called it Ascension Bay. So we definitely love that place, and we actually found this rock that looked like a crocodile that day, and that was awesome. And that day made so much sense to us to really reflect to nature and bring in these primitive messages of our ancestors slash mother giving us her love and gratitude for us, bringing forward our crystals slash intention and love and creation towards where we're at, projecting all that where we're at. You know, actually even fixing up the grids right above us. That day was magnificent. I have a smoky quartz Merkaba that I treasure and love very much, and I happen to bless it with my mind, body, and soul towards the water, and I connected it in the soaked water towards my deep creative I was just going to say dramatic because theatrical, you can say, because when you're at a moment of magic, you have to bring everything to the table. So why not be emotional and bring theatrical, dramatic, good dramatic formations? So put that, and then right to left. And I'm talking to my spiritual people, so you receive, and you give. So I was doing that, and once I was done, what am I saying? Before I was even done, there was a magnificent force that hit me. And it was also the winds, but it was something that I can't explain. It literally felt like it was something it was just vibrating, and it hit me right then and there. It impacted me so much that I just stopped, but it wasn't a bad feeling. It was just like, oh, there's a sign. It's a sign. Something was just like, all right, that's it or something, you know? And I looked at my partner and my friend, and I'm just looking at them with maybe these eyes of energy and these eyes of something. They can only tell you that. And minutes after, something amazing happened. Crocodile, and it was manifestation 10. Birds were just spinning in formation. They were just spinning. Like these birds just came from somewhere. Like they just came from like different corners just to meet up in front of us. And we can see a scenery of Boston, and it's a really cool spot. If I bring anybody there, I don't know why I say that, but it's such an awesome place because there's energy there. It's a port, so many souls have passed through there too. So we see these formations of what I can say they look like chemical equations. We weren't at an altered state at all. What can I say? It was pure awe moment. We didn't even take our phones to be like, oh, let's videotape it. Let's videotape it. No, we actually made a video beforehand And from what I remember, yes, I was in an altered state, but I'm not anymore. That's my real honest reflection, you can say. And these formations were just trippy. They were trippy because they were spinning like tornadoes. There was another one forming over there, and it was just birds. They were like black birds. I'm not sure what specific breed, but they were just spinning, spinning. But then others were spinning around the other formation. So these chemical, periodic table chemical illustrations were just appearing in our face right there, and our minds were being just animated with it. We were looking at each other like, what does this mean? But yet we knew what it was. What can I say? It was a message from our ancestors and mother and the source. It was a gift. It was a gift. So I'm just talking about this awesome day of Crocodile, but yet even at work I had awesome cool bits that made it really signifying to what I'm going to say right now. Well, I had to write them because there was so many little things, because we're in Kaban cycle. Kaban cycle is synced to just earthly synchronization. Just knowing that every little bit of life you have while you're in the moment, you will have some kind of vibe. And if you are connected to that deep detail and all that good stuff, then you will be in the channel stream. Okay, so in the morning I spoke to some dude. He happened to be in the office when I go get free water and stuff, and I see him and I'm like, hey, what's up, dude? He's from Cali, so he has vitamin D just out of his pores. Super happy, and he's just always talking about funny stuff, and he's just like, hey, buddy, hey, this and this and that, and how's it going? Have a good day. I'm pretending to be a truck driver today. I'm just like, man, he sounds like he really knows what life is about, just being happy and joyful. And plus, he has that vitamin D once again. And he was telling me about Kung Fu and the power of Kung Fu. And I was just like, whoa, yeah, keep telling me, man. And I told him about Aikido, and he told me Steven Seagal is like half-ass or whatever. I'm not really talking shit about him, but hey, But Bruce Lee, he was just like, hey, man, 6-inch punch. I'm like, yes, I know. And that's all that chi power. Power. Okay, so moving on. I know a 10 who is a crocodile. And he worked with me today on a Monday. Mondays for me are spectacular because I was born on a Monday. If you know what day you were born, there's a lot of energy during that day. And if there isn't, and something's going down and something just routinely is negative and unbalanced, well, change it, because that's a sign that that day should be valued and valued and switched around or something. So this dude actually has an X in his name, so that's funny because Imix, Imox, Crocodile, he has an X. He's a cool dude, young cat, really awesome energy, yet he's very like rough around the edges. Okay? And he speaks to me about how he knows of rivers and beaches in his land. And that was like awesome. And I saw him sleeping in the locker room, and he looked like a crocodile. He even was like, and then one of my friends like hung like a piece of candy in his mouth, and that looked like a crocodile to me, for real. And and then I know this other crocodile that works with me today also. It's red energies today, and I mean it's double red energy today. So what do you expect with the energies? And very rooty. Other than that, this dude is a reflective galactic tone 7. His energy is always work integrated. Work induced. He's always doing his best, and has as anybody has habits, and he knows that he shouldn't be doing them, and he knows that he has some change in his buffet of choices. So that's amazing. Yet there was an accident. But before the accident, I was in the locker room hanging around with some friends, and I get some great advice from one of my friends that shout out to him. And I know I'm talking to you. It's in the locker room that we were talking, and we were just shouting out what we can do it as a creative force. And there was a Guatemalan here, and there was a Guatemalan there. So I started talking about my Mayan channel, you could say, in Lak'ech influence that I'm doing, and I get down to my heart. Like I just start talking passionately about it, and all of a sudden, I told my chick about this. She's like, "What?" One of the lockers right beside me, because I was just laying on it, I wasn't even banging her or nothing like that, opens up. This is supernatural. Opens up and boop, and my boy, dude, he's just like, "Whoa, dude, that thing was like unhinged or something." I'm like, really? He even walks out, maybe freaks out or something. Not really, but he was just like, what? And he comes back, and I'm actually just speaking to the Guatemalan folks like, hey, dude, yeah, actually, ironically, it's Locker 7-5. Reflective and empowerment. Think about that. Think about that. Minutes after, I go in to go to work, and I help my boss. Hey, I need you guys to help me take these racks out. So that's power. All right. And, that's a lot of power there, And they're all red racks, too. So I put that energy out there, and all of a sudden, 7 Crocodile, the dude I was just talking to you about, I'm just going to say D, straight up has an accident. And I'm just thinking, oh man, there must have been something that interrupted him. But you see, habits are something that interrupt you even in the most detailed way when you are most concentrated into doing something that is work, art, loving, talking, I was surprised. But you gotta sort of evaluate that. And I asked him, hey man, what's going on? And he was super honest. So that honesty is what's part of the crocodile. They have heart. We all are heart-filled people. And to create this heart energy will become an essential ascension detail to our existence in the future. But other than that, these are just experiences that connect to number 5, Cocodrilo. And this is my longest video to date. There'll be more tomorrow. Okay, so I end this by saying in Lak'ech, Alakim, Namaste. Many blessings to all y'all on this day. Pay attention on the next Crocodile Day because synchronization is in every corner. Número 5, be centered. Peace out, Lord Mago Manifesto.